In a forgotten village nestled between mountains and a lake, where cobblestones sang underfoot and rooftops whispered to the clouds, there was a boy named Nico who could paint the sky. It wasn't just any sky. Oh no. It was the Dreamscape, a glowing realm where stars whispered secrets to the wind and rivers flowed with light. Every night when the moon donned its silver gown and the fireflies began their silent symphony, Nico would grab his paintbrush and, guided by the northern lights, he would dance across the canvas of the night sky. Its feathers were the color of twilight, and its stare held the wisdom of ages. It hooted softly, and when it spoke, its voice was like the rustling of ancient leaves. So he climbed onto the roof, his paintbrush gripped tightly in his hand, and began to paint. Shooting stars streaked across the canvas, leaving trails of silver and gold. As he worked, Nico hummed a tune, his voice echoing the laughter of children long ago. He thought of his mother's gentle face, her eyes crinkled with love and her lips curved in a warm smile. For the first time in a long time, they saw colors in the sky, colors that danced and twirled in a silent symphony of light. Children pointed in wonder. Lovers saw shooting stars and whispered wishes. The old remembered dreams they thought they'd lost forever. With each passing moment, the sky became more brilliant, more alive, more real. And so, thanks to Nico, the world remembered how to dream again. The sky was painted with the colors of imagination, wonder, and love, a masterpiece that echoed the dreams in all our hearts. First, he painted galaxies filled with dancing stars, each twinkle a fragment of his song. Then he painted singing kites that tugged at the strings of his heart. Next, he painted laughing children playing on Saturn's rings, each giggle a precious jewel in the vast expanse of space. It told Nico that the sky had lost its color, that the world below was slowly forgetting how to dream. Without dreams, children grew up with heavy hearts and wrinkled brows. Lovers stopped believing in fairy tales. Yet he didn't stop. He couldn't stop. For he was the dream painter, and it was his duty to bring dreams back to the world. All that remained was the memory of his mother's smile. With a trembling hand, he painted a glowing door in the corner of the sky. It shimmered softly, beckoning him closer. And as he stepped through, he felt a sense of peace settle over him. His past was now a part of the sky, a beautiful, ever-changing masterpiece that stretched on forever. And even the stars looked dim and distant, as if the very magic of the universe was fading away. He painted shooting stars that streaked across the darkness like celestial fireworks. He painted fluffy white clouds that drifted lazily on sapphire blue winds. And he painted gentle faces in the moon, which smiled down on the sleeping world below. The villagers couldn't see what he did, but they felt it in their bones, a deep contentment that settled over them like a favorite blanket. For Nico's paintings weren't just beautiful. They were alive with magic. They sang to the wind, whispered to the trees, and danced with the fireflies. He alone could restore the fading colors of the sky, but to do so he must paint each stroke with a part of himself, a piece of his laughter, a verse of his song, the warmth of his mother's smile. In short, he must paint the sky with his memories. They brought joy and wonder to every heart that lay beneath the dreaming sky. Then one night, an owl with shimmering emerald eyes perched on his windowsill. The owl clock, for that is who it was, had traveled from the farthest reaches of the dreamscape to seek out Nico. Nico felt a cold dread creep into his heart, but he knew he couldn't refuse the owl clock's plea. With every stroke of his brush, the sky blossomed with vibrant hues, swirling nebulas of pink, sapphire, and emerald. But with each brushstroke, Nico felt a part of himself fading away, his song growing silent, his laughter echoing faintly in the vast emptiness of the sky. Finally, when the last stroke was made and the sky blazed with 1,000 colors, Nico felt utterly drained. Back in the village, people looked up and gasped. And as the years went by, Nico's paintings became a part of their lives, a reminder that even in the darkest of nights, there is always beauty to be found if only we have the eyes to see it.